I just want to say that you guys have been a terrific audience. While they're coming up, I'm going to give you a little tip. Now, I realize people are dressed in costumes and so on, but when you get dressed up, I mean, you really get dressed up to go out, how many people here wear a pocket kerchief like this? Anybody? See, hardly anybody, and it's a shame. It looks nice, right? And I'll do it. Oh, yeah, there. But I'll do a show for 500 people, and I'm asking there won't be one or two people who raise their hand, and I think it's a shame, and I know why. They go to the men's store and they want $32, $48. I'll give you a tip. I get these at Kmart, $2.98, and you can get them in any color you want. They have there. You don't have to spend a lot of money to look at them. I'll tell you that. I've been wearing those ever since my wife found them in the car. Hey, I'm going to ask you guys, one of you step right over this side if you would. If you hold the net, you're Glenn. I'm Dick. Gary, I'm still Dick. In the net are three little balls. Come a little closer here. In the net are three balls. I want you to reach in there, take those balls out, make sure there's just three of them. Count them in the net one at a time. One and one, two, three. Nothing in my hands. Hold your hand out if you would. I'll put one in your hand, one in my hand, and a second one in your hand. Now hold those tight. Okay. Now I push here, my ball goes away. Would you count yours in the net one at a time? One, two, three. That's fun. Let's do that again in slow motion. One in your hand. Second one in your hand. Now hold those tight. Don't let me get near you with this one. In fact, I'll put this one in my pocket for safekeeping. Now I have, one. I have one, and you have two. Would you count your two in the net one at a time? One, two, three. You're laughing. I don't think you believe that, man. I'll do it for you. Would you hold the net? We'll take this one and this one. Put them in your hand. Hold those tight. Watch this one go. Watch this one go. Mine is gone. How many do you think you have in your hand? Count them in there one at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 13. That's unlucky. That's 13. That's unlucky. That's a fertility test, and you passed. Come back here. Come back here. I'm going to say something now. You'll remember. This is something you'll remember the longest day you live. You will never forget this. Have you ever seen one of those?
No.
Would you take that?
Not yet.
That is a deck of cards.
Okay.
Shuffle those cards. Just mix them up.
No, I got it.
No, you have to take them out of the case first. Let him hold the case. You did the case. Don't lay it down. If you do, it's hard to find. Now, there are 52 cards in that deck. There are no jokers. Take one of the 52 cards out and look at it. Any card you like.
Wait a second.
Take one out and look at it. Any one you like.
Okay.
Got it? You know what it is?
I do.
Yeah. You didn't pick the ace of spades.
No.
That'd be too easy. Let everybody see it. I won't look. Now take that card, turn it upside down, and put it in the center of the deck upside down. So it's face up and the face down deck.
Okay. Got it.
Shuffle it again if you would.
Got it.
You think I'm crazy? You're holding the case. Give me the case. Put the cards in the case. Hand them to me. Oh, close it, yeah. I'll put them in my pocket. Now you shuffled the cards.
I did.
Then you thought of a card.
I did.
Turned it upside down, shuffled them again, and put them in the case here in my pocket.
Right.
What was the card you thought of and turned upside down?
The 3 of hearts.
If the 3 of hearts would be upside down in this deck, that would be incredible, wouldn't it?
That would be.
We'll take a look, because if you actually did turn the 3 of hearts upside down, it should be turned upside down unless he's kidding me, and I don't think he'd do that. Well, there seems to be one card upside down. Would you see if it happens to be?
Shut up.
I'm going to let the fellow tell me for a second longer
Oh my.
with something that you'll
Amazing.
enjoy.
I'm right there watching it.
Okay. piece of rope. If you'll take that end of the rope, you would. You this end of the rope. I want you to make sure the rope is solid. You can jerk on that end if you'd like. You can jerk on this end. We have a rope here with a jerk on each end. Seriously, we have a couple of real good sports. At least I hope so, because this is their chance to get even with me. I'm going to sit down here for a second. Solid piece of rope? Good. Hand it to me for a second, and I'll tie it around my legs. I'd like to have you each take an end now and pull it good and tight. Really pull it tight. You won't hurt. Yes, you will. Get it tight and bring it right across my wrist. And keep it tight and tie a knot. One of you tie a knot there. Pull it tight. One of you put your finger on there, and the other one tie another knot. There's a knot I've never seen before. Now, if you would, I'd like to have you pass your underneath my legs, and you pass yours under. It's easier than crawling through there.
So that's not gonna happen.
And watch it.
I'm just saying.
That's all right. That's all right. Everybody has to have a hobby. Bring it up on top and tie it again. Pull it tight. Put your finger on there so you can tie another knot. This may be a longer show than I thought. Do you have a watch on, sir?
Yes, I do.
You have a second hand?
No, digital.
Okay, well, that's okay. You can. I want you to time it.
Oh.
You time it. 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, like that. And would you grab that coat and just place it over the top of those blue things? Those are my hands. Don't start yet. I should have explained. Take the coat off. I should have explained. See, the fellows have tied me up here. What I'm going to attempt to do is to get out of this. Now, Houdini used this sort of thing in 8 minutes. I'm going to try to do it in less if I can. Just place it right over the coat, and you can start now. Every 10 seconds, you just call out and see if you can break Houdini's record. I think we did it. How about a big hand for a couple of real good sports? I'm at the age where people come up to me and they say, "Gee, you look good." And Red Skelton told me years ago that there were 4 ages. 4 ages. There's youth, middle age, old age, and you look good. but I enjoy what I'm doing. And people say you should retire, and the problem is you're supposed to retire to something you enjoy more than what you do. And I never found anything I enjoy more than making people laugh. I have one last thing here. I put hinges on this tube so I can show you the inside. Of course, you probably knew the inside was there all the time, so I suppose it was a waste of money. but if you snap your fingers, look what happens. Last week I was doing this. The lady down in front said, "I know how you do that." She said, "You use your sleeve." I said, "Lady, if I had this many handkerchiefs, why would I use my sleeve?" But I think it's a deep back in the tube. They told me that, this is embarrassing. They told me that if you, I don't know, I'm sorry, I don't know how to stop this. If you have anything else planned, you might as well go ahead with it. I don't know. You may not remember my show. It's the guy that cleans up here, though, I'll tell you that. Actually, you see, that's all there is. There isn't any more. In fact, if you don't believe that's all there is, I'll prove it to you. You see, that really is all there is.
want to know how you live with them.